If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the Low Scale Gaming podcast, the week of November 26th. I'm your host, Ghost's Finest, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage. Conan, how you doing today?
I feel like Garbaggio.
Garbaggio. Is that Italian for garbage?
Yes, that's fancy garbage.
Okay.
Got that high class garbage.
Yes.
High class garbage. You stick your pinky out when you take it to the trash can, kind of garbage.
Exactly.
Like sofa in the front of the lawn garbage.
It's like, what? But hey, you don't hate on that. A lot of my furniture in college was found by the dumpster.
You know you're going to like an interesting place when their lawn furniture is a couch.
Yeah.
Fun fact, the lawn furniture in my dad's house was one of the seats of my van in college.
I've seen that too.
And he would
I
sit
was
out
that
there
for a little while.
He would sit out there and watch like my brother play, and then he would like smoke out there too. That seat got some mileage, all right, and not just in my van.
All right. Yeah, that thing was out there for a long time.
I'm 95% sure still out there right now. I can't imagine how gross that thing is.
You've seen those videos where they do like the deep cleaning of car upholstery and stuff.
I haven't seen like one like of a regular car, but I've seen the one where like they're cleaning the city bus, and that is like one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
I need to watch that because I like cleaning videos, especially the deep cleaning when like the carpet changes color. I love that stuff.
It's
you know what like weird thing I like earwax removal videos.
Oh, I don't know if I guess I've ever seen one of those, but I don't feel like that would be something I could be about.
Well, you're about like those neck popping and like back popping ones, and I cannot be about. I cringe every time I watch those.
I'm okay with the neck and back pop. The neck one bothers me a little bit because I know for a fact that you're not supposed to pop your neck that way, and you can seriously hurt someone doing it like that. But I like the back one.
All right, let me tell you why I don't
like. Are complete garbage.
Let me tell you why I don't like the back, like the neck popping ones. Okay, so it's 1998. Mortal Kombat comes out on DVD, and I get it for Christmas with my PlayStation with my PlayStation, Mortal Kombat, and Pokemon the movie. No, this was 2000 then. Never mind. Pokemon the movie came out in 2000. And that was like one of the very first DVDs I ever watched was Mortal Kombat. And the very beginning there, you got old not Shao Kahn. What's the main guy in Mortal Kombat 1? Shang Tsung is sitting there, and he just snaps the neck of that Shaolin monk right there in front of old Bruce Lee. Not Bruce Lee. Why can I not remember the Mortal Kombat kids' names? Anyways, that's my first image of like DVDs is Pokemon the movie and that dude's neck getting snapped. And I've been scarred for life.
Just scarred ever since.
Another stupid story about DVDs when they first came out. I was like, back before like, you watch a kid's movie or whatever, I would never rewind it. And I would get like, my dad would not beat me, but he slapped me around a little bit if I didn't do it. So I'm sitting there with the DVD here, and I'm like 8, I think 7 or 8. And I rewound the DVD all the way, like I pushed it and rewind it all the way back to the start. My dad came out. He was like, "Boy, what are you doing?" I was like, I'm rewinding the DVD so I don't get in trouble." And he just started laughing at me.
Those lessons are learned the hard way,
Um,
not easily forgotten.
Kids don't rewind DVDs because they're not meant. Because you could just take them out and start it over again.
Thank you for that.
You ever like see like how like think about like when was the first like DVD player? When did like DVDs start coming out? When did DVD come out? 1997? Yeah, 97 is when this came out.
Well, I didn't think it was that early.
So maybe it was 97. When did Pokemon when was Pokemon's first movie? Okay, so it was 98. Pokemon's first movie was in 1998.
I remember the second movie was like Pokemon 2000. And
That's
the one with
right.
Lugia
That's
and-
right. With Lugia and the birds.
I remember watching that very first one, but I don't know if I ever saw 2000.
I remember watching 2000 in the theaters.
I remember seeing it in theaters. I saw the first 3 in theaters because I was one of those kids that was like all about Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw the first 3 in theaters too. Because I remember when I was a little kid, we would watch the very first season of like the Pokemon cartoon. Like I would watch it with my parents in like their bedroom.
Yeah. No, my dad was like all about it too. He would watch it. I remember this thing he told me is like, "Is that Brock guy going to open his eyes today? Because if he doesn't, we can't watch Pokemon." You know, I throw a fit about it. I was like, "Dad, I want to watch Pokemon, please."
That's so racist.
How's that racist?
Because Brock's supposed to be Asian, and it's the
I mean, I don't think my dad was meaning it to be racist. I think he was just like,
well, right. It's a cartoon. I just think it's funny.
but
I just racist to the Pokemon cartoon to draw them that way.
Yeah, I think it's racist how they drew Jinx as well.
That's definitely racist. That got a bunch of stuff, bunch of criticism.
Yeah. Then like Mr. Popo and Dragon Ball.
Oh
That's
my lord!
Yeah, that was pretty gratuitous.
I think in like Dragon Ball Kai or whatever, like the remake of it, I think he's like blue. You see,
I'm
Blue.
pretty sure that the Japanese are just pretty racist in general, though, because like 98% of Japan is Japanese.
Yeah, he's blue in the remake of it in Dragon Ball Kai or whatever. Man, he was dark in like Dragon Ball. Jesus.
Yeah, like he was black and had the big lips and
Yeah.
like every stereotype known to man.
I forgot what that was called. It's an actual like thing in Japan, but
Like
I forgot what it was actually. Yeah, like that kind of like not drawing, but like art style. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I have no idea. Surprise, right?
Yeah, it's okay. All right. Sorry, I'm like sick too, but I'm not like as sick as Conan, but I'm fighting off a sickness.
He's sicker in the mind though than
Yeah.
Conan.
Okay.
Ghost is not down with the sickness.
I actually high key hate Disturbed.
I'm not gonna
High
argue
key hate
with that.
Disturbed.
Like they're not like I like them whenever I was in like high school and stuff. I was like, man, this is so cool. Like this is so awesome. This is me. I'm so angry.
Angsty.
Did you ever do the ooh thing?
Yeah, oh yeah, all the time. And then I realized like 3 CDs later from the Down with the Sickness CD, it's literally like the same like guitar riffs, same like style of music the entire time, and they have like no change at all. I'm just like, man, these guys suck.
Their Sound of Silence cover was actually pretty good.
No, God, stop. That's like that was the turning point for me, like giving Disturbed a chance to hating them because they butchered that song.
I think it was okay.
Them and when Five Finger Death Punch did that cover of Bad Company, I hated it. Like,
I haven't heard
stop
that
making covers of good songs. It's awful.
It, so
yeah, and you also like Batman v Superman. So
yeah, you're making fun of the wrong person.
I didn't.
All right.
I didn't say I liked it.
Let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week.
I've never seen Batman v Superman, so
stop. I'm going as a joke.
You guys just gotta say that when someone else has a conflicting
exactly. Thank you. Thank you for telling my. If you have to explain the joke, then it's not funny.
It wasn't funny in the first place.
Your face is funny. Mage, tell me your fail.
Funny looking.
Mage, tell me your fail this week.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so my fail. So this month I got 2 new cases. One brand new where I have to start everything, and one got transferred over.
Okay.
And I got that in the period of like days. Like I got it pretty much at the same time 2 weeks ago. So I'm like, I've like had to like double my workload just from that. And then this week we have to get all our stuff done because it's the very end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So they decide that today to just go ahead and give me an investigation that I have to get done by tomorrow. But I have like all this other stuff that I still have to finish documenting because it's like I had all these new things that I needed to do.
Like nice. A CPS investigation?
Yeah, a CPS one. It's a secondary investigation, so it's not like the full amount of work, but I have to initiate it tomorrow before Thanksgiving break. It's just like
nice.
All thanks, guys. I'm already swamped, but let's go ahead and add some more stuff to it. Real nice people, real nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's what you like hearing. Conan, what's your fail of the week?
I am just like getting sick as a dog right before Thanksgiving, and I'm not super pumped about it. Like,
and you know what else is going to suck is that you have to drive the entire way because your wife won't drive.
I don't want my wife to drive, so I will.
That's true too.
Volunteer to drive.
She's a bad driver.
We're going to her family's either Wednesday night after I get off or Thursday morning, depending on how I feel. And then going to my parents on Friday or Saturday. And then probably coming home Sunday morning because we're going to watch the football game Saturday night. And I don't want to drive home after the football game.
Where are you going to watch the game at?
It's probably my parents' house.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of my fail. And then they gave me a new case yesterday that I had to go out and initiate today. And I met some kiddos that were fine, upstanding citizens.
Are you being sarcastic?
Extremely sarcastic. But
the most upstanding citizens.
Did they call you a cracker?
No, they were. We'll talk. I can't talk about it.
Oh,
it's one of those like.
I know. All right. Well, my fail this week is I'm also sick, as you can probably tell by my voice, but I'm not as sick as Conan. I'm in that middle ground where I'm okay, but like in the morning I feel like death, and like right now my medicine's wearing off from the day, and I actually need to take that here in a second. Probably before we get into topic 1, I'm gonna go take some medicine. But Yeah, I'm just not feeling good, and I'm not sure if I talked about this last week or not, but I got my teeth cleaned, and that was painful. I didn't go in with like any sort of like gas or like numbing anything. They just like went to town on it. And they asked me if I wanted some, and I was like, no, I'm a I'm a man this out. I'll be all right. And dumb mistake. Don't go to the dentist with the thought process. Yeah, I'm gonna go man this out. I'll be all right.
When was the last time you had teeth cleaning?
Okay. 7th grade.
Don't say anymore. I understand.
Man, dentists are expensive.
Well,
That's dentists are expensive, but
I went to the
also
Indian
go to
clinic.
Native American.
Okay, listen, Linda. So when I was there in
Good save.
I don't care. When I was there in Andarko, I was there by I was with my dad, but like I took and raised and took care of myself. I made myself my own doctor's appointments. I got sick and everything like that. Okay, so excuse me when the dentist wasn't high on my list after like not having to do it for a while.
Oh,
So then it went. So when I got to college, I was just like, okay, I need to go to the dentist again. But they didn't do it in Andarko anymore. So I didn't want to go to Clinton to do it, even though Clinton's closer. So I didn't care about it. And then finally, when I got here to where I'm at now, I had to get put on a waiting list for like 6 months before I can go in and get like the initial like exam to see like, oh hey, your teeth are okay after not going to the dentist for 15 years. They
yeah,
have a lot of buildup. Do what?
Yeah, establishing care at Indian clinic takes forever.
Yeah, but once you get it done, then it's just like
then you just get regular checkups.
Yeah, and that's like
that's the only reason I asked, because I was like, I've never, because I get my teeth cleaned every 6 months, like pretty regularly, and I was like, it's never been a painful experience for me. So I'm just like,
well, it was painful because like I had like so much buildup and my gums were so like. The good thing is I don't have like any sort of like cavities or like viruses or like gingivitis or anything like that. I just have like I had a whole bunch of like plaque buildup because of not going to dentist and not like proper dental or care of my teeth, besides more than just like brushing my teeth. I don't floss. I'm not a nerd. And I do mouthwash of like sometimes, but not like all the time.
Last time,
mouthwash actually can kill too much germs. So mouthwashing is not actually that good for your mouth.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Last time,
yeah, because some of the bacteria in your mouth is actually good for you, and mouthwash kills. Mouthwash doesn't care; it just kills everything.
It's like Hitler.
We got there in 18 minutes.
Except,
and I found Hitler it for today for our weekly bit of how close is Hitler or Hitler Wikipedia game. What is it called?
Mouthwash?
No, the Hitler thing.
Dang it. I don't remember now.
All right, I'm Wikipedia. Is that right? Wikipedia-ing? I don't know.
Wikipedia-ing? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I Wikipedia mouthwash. So we are at 1 click now.
Say what you're clicking so that way we know where you're at.
All right, so I'm clicking on Roman.
How did mouthwash connect with Roman?
Do you want to know, really?
Yes.
The first known references to mouthwashing is in... Can't pronounce that. For treatment of gingivitis. Later, in the Greek and Roman periods, mouth rinsing followed mechanical cleansing became common among upper class citizens. All right. No, back in the day. All right, so I'm clicking on Roman.
The more you know.
All right, what should I click on? I feel like I should know this where I should click on it. I think I've came to Roman before and clicked on something and was just there. I know.
I don't remember.
Because I clicked on Italy from here. So we're at
3.
Do we count the initial mouthwash?
we did last week.
Okie dokie. 3 it is.
So I'm clicking on Rome for 3. Clicking on Italy for German 5. And wait, what? Oh, I did this too last week, where I clicked on the language or something, and not the
country.
and not the country.
Yeah, it's Germany, not Germany.
Yeah, I know. My bad. All right, now we're at 4 clicks. And 5 clicks away. Mouthwash is connected to Hitler in 5 clicks, folks.
I feel like it's pretty close.
Pretty close.
You're doing the Lord's work. Keep it up.
I'm glad that that's a bit. I need to make an intro for it, but it needs to be it needs to be a combination of the Grunts Happy Birthday from Halo 3 and something else that's really upbeat, but then we're talking about Hitler.
I just assume have Conan sing another ditty.
No, that was not. All right.
We enjoyed it, therefore he can't, and it can't happen anymore.
Yep.
I love Conan's ditties.
You love Conan's ditties. Heard it here first,
I would appreciate
folks.
it if you would never.
It loves Conan's ditties.
Wins of the week. Wins of the week. Wins of the week.
Oh my god.
It was so good.
All right. Let's go ahead and jump into topic 1. The ghosties. So this week starts our 4-week long annual
air quotes
annual end of the year award show. And then we take Christmas break for a week. So
it's weird to be thinking about a Christmas break and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. You know what I mean?
Well, it's good to be planning ahead.
Yeah, I know. It's just man, we're planning.
The year is coming up.
This has been an awful year for me. Okay? But you know how I haven't told my kids yet this because I just wanted to, I've been waiting to give this speech to them, and I've been kind of hyping it up on my own self. And I want to tell them, I was I've had a bad life. I've had a rough year out of everything. But you know what keeps me going? Knowing that I'm pissing everybody off that thought I would fail. And me doing so good that I'm doing. My drive to make other people mad is what keeps me going.
If it fits, it ships, I guess.
So to all my haters out there, go earth yourself.
I mean,
you can't keep Papa Ghost down.
If you need a purpose, I guess.
Anyways, would that be appropriate to tell my kids? Not to go earth yourself, obviously, but the reason what keeps me motivated to keep going forward?
I'd say maybe if you were saying something like "you kids make me keep going" or something.
No, I would say it exactly like how I said it to y'all.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'd probably say probably not too.
Why wouldn't that be appropriate?
Maybe not inappropriate, just
Not professional.
unnecessary.
I'm a band teacher. How professional do I need to be?
Professional enough not to diddle children.
Okay, that's not. We're okay. Here we go. We're talking about one thing.
Bare minimum.
Right out of left field, just right out of. He just says some stupid stuff.
It's just the bare minimum. That's all we ask for.
It's a low scale. It's not high scale. It's not high scale gaming. All right, we're bad. No one ever said we were good at this, except me. Anyway, I think it's. I think it's appropriate, and I'm gonna say it the next time I get the opportunity to. I'll tell you how it goes. I might not word it that way. I might word it was just like being successful after everybody telling me that I wouldn't be, and how mad they are because I'm being successful. I think that's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's a little nicer wording.
And then I'll tell them to go Earth themselves.
Done.
There we go. 10 out of 10.
Except you gotta drop like an F-bomb. Like, just be as unprofessional at the very end as possible.
All right, how many times have y'all cussed in front of kids? Don't lie.
I feel like we kind of have to. If they use the curse word, we have to say it the same thing.
Oh, yeah, Mage. I forgot you were never a teacher. All right, you don't count. Conan, how many times did you drop it?
Once or twice.
Like bad ones.
I don't think I ever dropped an F-bomb.
I've dropped a holy S. I've dropped an F-bomb a couple times. And I've said damn like every week at least.
Yeah, I know I said damn once or a couple times, but
damn I feel like you can get away with.
Especially this day and age.
But the what?
Honestly, with the kids' mouths, you probably could get away with all of them. They use them more than anybody else.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be better than the kids.
We are.
I am. Anyways, all right. So the Ghosties are coming up, and we need to do our nominations for it, and then we need to do our categories for it for this week. Our nominations next week, and then the debut of the Ghosty intro 2 weeks from this podcast.
Bum, bum, bum.
Cannot wait for it. But all right, Conan Jones, I'll lay it on to you. What? So we have our ones from last year that I want to keep. Where are they at? We got best music, best protagonist, oof of the year, aggravating game of the year. I feel like aggravating game and oof of the year is the same thing. Games my little brother would like, best company, the EA award. EA award is probably my favorite award. I think EA is my favorite award. Most anticipated, best waifu, that was for Mage. I remember that one was for Mage. Best indie game, best exclusive game, best villain, game of the year.
Yeah.
How about instead of best old game, best remake?
Okay. I can get down with that.
Because there's been some good remakes this year.
Because my thought with the best old game is like a lot of the stuff that I play has been older games that have just kind of made their way back to the surface.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like how the let's do this one. I just thought of one. Best free game. Like from either like the Epic Store or like PlayStation Network, and the free games you can get throughout the year.
Even like a freemium kind of thing.
Free with paid content.
Well, it'd be like a League of Legends or an Apex. I mean,
No, not freemium. No, that's different. All right, we're gonna have to word that one differently.
so what are your um? So you're wanting to do like the free Epic game?
Yeah, like the best free Epic game. Like when I meant free game, I meant like because like PlayStation Network gives a free 2 free games a month, and also Microsoft gives 2 free games a month.
Like
Best handouts, you
be-
mean?
Best handouts, a good one. Best handouts.
best free handout game. Okay.
Mage, you got one?
Best oh, I had it in my brain. Best buying service, if that makes sense.
Buying what?
Like there's the Epic Store, there's Steam, there's Humble Bundle, there's Xbox Game Pass, like the best
best storefront.
best storefront, GOG, like those kind of things.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I couldn't think of a word to describe that.
At first, I thought you were just speaking gibberish. To be honest.
Well, I mean, we've got a closed caption, just court moderator down here.
What?
I typed literally.
I know. I'm
everything you
watching
said.
it. I am watching it, but still, like what you were typing and what Mage was saying didn't make sense to me until he like the end there.
Oh.
I had to explain it for a second. Like I had it in my head.
I smelled what you were stepping in. It's all good.
Conan, what's another one?
I thought of like it kind of goes off the game my brother would like, games my wife would play.
She wouldn't play any games though. We've tried this before.
That's also a good point. Like I tried looking stuff up and like.
Because remember, I told you that she like Animal Crossing would be like her thing. Remember, we had this conversation before.
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
You think she would ever play Pokemon or something? That's a pretty easy game to get into.
She's been playing Bubble Blitz or whatever it is, where you shoot the colored bubbles at the rotating block of bubbles, and you have to like just stuff on her phone.
Okay.
Do we want to do best phone game?
No, I do not want to do best phone game. Because you're the only one that plays phone game.
You're right. I do play a lot of phone games.
Conan, I take that back. Conan was doing that Call of Duty game for a little bit. He became best of the world in it and then gave it up.
Yeah.
He got signed by TSM, and then he was just like, I'm not ready to go pro yet.
I've got too much going on at home. I can't.
Treat that signing bonus.
I'm going through a divorce right now.
Yeah.
I can't.
Too much stress into my life.
That'll
never not be funny. The whole stupid divorce thing.
We were making fun of that this weekend whenever we were out grocery shopping. Some people walked by. It's like, man, that could be us if we weren't getting a divorce soon. And she was like, wait, what? And I was like, the joke. And she was like, oh, crap, I forgot about that.
That's funny.
You threw that curveball on her, like, we're getting a divorce?
Yeah. She's like, what are you
Yay,
talking
2
about?
Christmases! Oh, wait, it doesn't work like this.
Not yet.
Share custody with Baxter.
Yeah. Joint custody for the dog.
You know there's people that do that, right?
Oh, yeah.
White people need to be stopped.
We're the worst. What can I say?
All right. Best handheld game. That way we could combine the phone games and the Switch games.
Okay, I can handle that.
I'm fine with it.
Get it? Handle that? Because handheld?
No. Swing and a miss.
No, that was out of the park. I'll give you comedy gold. Wait, how many? So we need to take a couple of these away then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So yeah, we need to keep it like 15.
We could get rid of aggravating game of the year
I agree.
because I like oof better.
Conan, why don't you just do the wait, stop. Why don't you just do this instead? And then where's that? Not anything. Oh, cool. Did all the spaces.
Foiled again.
Awesome.
That's why I don't do that.
Awesome.
We can probably get rid of best exclusive game because I didn't think there was very many good exclusives this year.
You know, that's fair. There wasn't that many best exclusives.
And the ones that we did have,
No, we're keeping that
really
one.
impressed with.
I have to keep best waifu.
Yes, we're keeping that one. That was a funny one.
Let's see.
I don't know about the whole best buying service. I don't know if that one. I don't know.
It might be a talking point.
I'll accept that.
We can discuss it and not.
Yeah.
It was just a thought. I'm okay with it not having an award. That makes sense to me.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to fix it to where it doesn't look stupid, but I guess everything's like double spaced or whatever, so. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
You're welcome.
For listeners that can't see, they are messing with our script.
Trying to number it.
And they're trying to number all the reward categories that we've talked about. And it is going not well.
No, it's going well now. We're at 15 now. It's perfect. Shut up, Mage. It's perfect. We got it.
It just took 5 minutes. All right, we're good now.
Well, because me and Conan were trying to do it both at the same time, so we kept on working on top of each other.
Ghost just put it in wrong the first time.
No, I didn't put it in wrong.
Okay.
Shut up. All right. We have 15 there. Is that a good list?
I think we have a good list, honestly. Like, is most anticipated, we're anticipating it for this year, the one that you anticipated to come out during 2019?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that last year, the one that we got was The Last of Us. And I was like, it is for sure coming out this year. It was either that or Kingdom Hearts 3. I forgot which one that won that.
I think it was The Last of Us.
Oh, I know what to put. Oh, we already have that.
27.
We already have the Oof of the Year. I forgot. I was going to put Blender of the Year, but Oof is still on there. So that's the same thing. Spoilers, Kingdom Hearts 3 is going under Oof of the Year.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
I don't know. Death Stranding might give it a run for its money.
Did you see where Kojima said that the reason why North America doesn't like it is because we're not smart enough?
I did not.
We could another. I did see that, but I was also thinking about another award would be like the most convoluted storyline in a game.
Destiny 2. Game of the Century. That was a funny podcast. I love that. I was thinking about that the other day. And then I didn't even play that. I didn't even play that expansion pack. I didn't even buy it.
So much hype, so much letdown.
Well, the reason why is because none of my friends played it. So, like, I didn't want to play it with nobody.
I get that.
Very fair.
I think it's a good list.
I like
The only
it.
one I think that I don't like the buying service one. I don't think that one makes sense to me.
It doesn't. What part of it doesn't make sense to you?
Mage, can you explain it again for me, please?
Like the best buying service, like which one has giving you the best deals or you've been most pleased with. Like Steam always has decent deals and stuff like that, but sometimes they're like you might not like their formatting of their service. Epic Games, they do the handouts and stuff, which gives it a little bit of bonus points.
So we're
But
doing
they
the
have a
best.
limited
Wait.
library. It's just kind of like
So you're kind of combining the best. You're adding like the best free handout game to the buying service thing.
no. I just gave that as an example of like why Epic might be a better buying service. It's because they also they give out those little freebies, but they also to kind of make up for their lower
I feel
amount
like
of their
these are
library.
too close to each other.
And then you have GOG,
I don't know what
which
GOG is.
has it's Good Old Games, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
It's a lesser known one, but they do like better business with like the creators of video games and stuff like that. Humble Bundle, of course, which is
no
a charity
Humble
thing. I'm always a big fan of Humble Bundle, even though they did become a corporate sellout.
What if we change it to like best and the worst launcher?
Best launcher. That way we can, but then we can put in with that the best free handout game with.
Well, your games aren't included in 14 at all.
Well, the example he gave was with the Epic Store giving out their free handout game.
Yeah, that would just be like a perk of going to Epic as opposed to going to Steam.
But PlayStation does that too, and
yeah, so I mean, so that would be a perk to go to PlayStation.
Yeah, a perk to go to PlayStation Network,
But
or you have the Xbox Game Pass, which
I don't know. Like, I guess my brain might be off, but y'all lost me.
You're not picking up what we're putting down, and I don't know how.
Like I have like y'all have lost me
we're
at
talking
sea.
about
Like
we're talking
man
about
overboard.
Man over. No, we're talking about the service in general, and those handouts are a part of that service. But does those handouts make the service good, or is the service good? Or are there other services?
Are any of these services really that good though?
That's for us to decide.
Besides Humble Bundle,
I do love me some Humble Bundle.
Dibs on nominating Humble Bundle.
Nominate Humble Bundle right now. Humble Bundle just wins.
Dibs.
But we could do something different too. Like if that's not.
No, I'm just. I'm really confused by it, and I'm trying to understand it, and it's not
working. It might be just a better talking point if because I mean they're kind of all samey anyway. So if we just want to talk about it and stuff, because like, well, when the Epic Store came out, everyone was like such whiners about that Epic Store, and like it was taking games away from the Steam or whatever. But I mean, it's just a business.
I never understood that. I never understood why everyone was mad about that.
Yeah,
I still don't understand why everybody was mad about that.
But like the Epic client itself, like, is it a good client? Do your games run well on it, or do your games crash very often? Is Steam? Do we still like Steam? Is Steam a good client, or is like it could be? I think it could be a very good talking point. It's not a word thing, so it's really up to you all. I'm fine with whatever.
Oh, okay. Wait. I think I just got it. Okay, so this is like the launcher. So like PlayStation and Xbox, you don't launch your games through their store. All right, you got me. I'm back in it now. The dots connected like those stupid
20 minutes later.
What's those light up things that was big in the 90s? You know what I'm talking about? The light up things. You would put the little beads in or whatever, and they'd light up.
Light brights.
Yeah, it's the light bright is connected. I understand what we're talking about now.
Good Lord.
It only took 20 minutes.
Right.
Okay. Now I know where we're at.
All right. So now that you understand it, does that sound like a decent talking spot?
Yeah, now I like it. That's a good one.
Okay.
I goofed. I'm sorry. I had a dumb moment there. God forbid I'm not perfect, right?
No.
Man, can't catch a break. Tough crowd.
Something like that. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Dude, I'm so tired of being sick.
Dude, preach. I'm on the front end of it and I'm already tired of it.
Preach, brother Ghost.
I'm so tired of not being able to breathe out both my nostrils.
That's my thing right now. Is that and like my sinuses are like. Never mind. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not that much of a.
Welcome to literally my entire life.
Never mind. I'm not going to complain about my sinuses. We're not there yet. I'm not.
All
I'm not
25 years
yet.
of me living, I've never been able to breathe out both my nostrils.
Really?
Very rarely.
All right. You want to hear something weird? Or something funny today? So my brother. So me and my brother went to the doctor today for his like asthma clinic thing or whatever. And he got this thing that he's supposed to like breathe into really hard, and it's gonna tell how much like wind per liter or something that he's supposed to put into it. And he got up to like a high of like 280, and the doctor's like, "That's pretty good, whatever." So I look at it, and I'm just like, I looked at him, I was like, "I bet you I can get 500 on this thing right here." And he's being the little kid. He's like, no, you can't, blah blah blah. And I blew a 550 on that thing, my first go. He was like, "Whoa, how did you do that?" And I was like, "I've been a musician half my life, playing tuba."
Ghost is good at blowing. Heard it here
The
first.
biggest instrument
Oh my
been
God.
on that band.
It was a good, wholesome, funny story with my brother, and you had to ruin it.
That's what we're good at.
We can't have nice things.
Can't have nice things with Conan Jones around.
Nope.
Just like we can't have other music intros when I'm around.
Yeah.
Wins of the week.
No, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. It's super cringy.
That's what makes it funny.
I heard it,
and the fact
and
that
it
you
made
get so
blood
pissed
come
off
out of
about
my
it.
ears.
I still think it's funny.
It was not funny in the slightest.
What's funny is like that was so long ago.
Y'all keep bringing it up. Conan brought it up today.
When did I bring it up?
You brought it up the first thing, and I said I didn't like it. It's like, old man Ghost, if he doesn't like, no one else can like it.
Well, if the shoe fits.
No, that's the same for Conan. Whenever I like something he doesn't like.
I'm pretty sure I brought it up.
This just needs to be, we need to rechange our podcast to 3 old men on a bench. God damn.
No one can remember anything anybody said.
We're sitting there throwing out breadcrumbs and just complaining about everything. That's our new gimmick for our podcast. We'll go find a bench over there at Will Rogers Park, over there at the botanical part, so we can look at the flowers and stuff, and then complain about everything. Live on location.
Yeah. Meet and greet.
Meet and greet.
Come complain with us.
Come complain with us. Voice your opinion about these kids these days.
And their damn phones.
Their Fortnites and their flossing.
I'm not looking. So my grandma's coming. I know this isn't my Wednesday, and I love my grandma to death. But man, I'm really not looking forward to her being like, "Why are you on your phone that whole time?" I'm just like, "Grandma, this is my house. Please stop. I just want to do what I want. I don't even want you here today."
Just let me live my life.
Just let me live my life, please. Anyways, we went on a voyage again.
Yeah.
All right, we're not even at topic 2. What's the time?
We're at 55.
All right, so I'm not talking about that. I don't have time to talk about that. Well, hey, we were gonna do my review on Sword and Shield. I'll give you a quick 30-second. Give me a timer.
All right, hold on.
Hang on. 30-second timer.
All right, you beat me to it.
All right, wait. Let's reset and go. Basically, if you don't care about the stupid national Pokedex, it's a good game. Go play it. The people that are just like, oh, but not all the Pokemon's in it. Did you really ever play the game with all the Pokemon? Or did you play with like 6 or 7 of them throughout the whole story and then make an OP team? Okay? Go play the Pokemon game. It's good. And stop crying about the stupid national deck not being in the game. 30 seconds.
All right. I like it.
Success.
Proud.
I think that might be another bit.
30-second rundown.
30-second rundown. No, it needs another name.
We just do like 2-minute, 2-word reviews. It's just like, it's good. It's bad.
Ollie G. Ollie with the weather. It's raining.
Just with video game reviews. I walked a lot.
My feet hurt.
There's a baby in a bubble.
I like that bit. That was a good bit. All right.
Lightning Man punched hard.
That was a good
That
one.
would tickle me.
All right. Let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Jordan Jones, what is your win of the week?
You need to do myself so I can choke and talk to death.
Hey, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. So my win this week is something pointless, apparently. You wrote that in there, and then I just didn't realize I didn't write anything in there myself, so I actually haven't thought of anything. My wife made like chicken and dumplings for dinner, homemade.
That sounds good.
Oh, dude, it was bomb. It was like a whole freaking pan of it, and we like murdered it.
I was saying, and you ate all of it because I know you.
There's still like 3/4 of a pan of it in there because it made that freaking much. So
dude, I'm gonna come over tomorrow. Hey, you coming this way tomorrow? Bring me some.
What? Why am I coming your way tomorrow?
You're going to Texas tomorrow. You can swing down this way and then go the rest of the way. It's not any. It's an hour and a half out of your time. You'll be all right.
Oh yeah,
an hour and a half. That's nothing.
One way, whatever. I walked uphill both ways to school in the snow.
Old Man Jones at it again.
Yeah.
Old Man Jones, here we go.
But yeah, that was really good. So I ate a bunch because I didn't eat. I had breakfast going into the work this morning, and I had sunflower seeds for lunch, and
that's not a healthy lunch.
It is not. But I was not hungry at lunch because I was just like feeling like death, and I regret not eating because then I went out on a case and I could my hands were shaking and I couldn't think straight. So
got that low blood sugar going.
Yeah, for real.
Mage, what is your win of the?
Well, I don't really have a good win of the week. I have a couple of
because the Cowboys lost.
So I got to play handbells this Sunday, which I always enjoy handbells. So, and it went real well.
That's good. I'm glad you enjoyed the handbells. I'm glad that's the only thing you had to enjoy on Sunday because
And I made some potato soup.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about this the other time. So you remember when we was in college, and you made that big ass roasting pan of potato soup for the blizzard, but nobody came except for me and Nash.
Oh, I mean, I ate the crap out of that though.
Dude,
Seriously.
I think I had 5 bowls of that. Yeah, they had to roll me back up the hill.
I mean, I can make some potato soup.
Yeah, it was really good. You should, if y'all ever get a chance to, try Mage's potato soup. It's pretty good.
And I made a huge bowl like
We should just do a
Conan Zoe
cooking
edition.
show now. That's another thing. We should just do a cooking show each week.
We can cook. We got some good cooks here.
Well, me and you can. Conan can't really cook.
Okay.
Oh well, I can cook.
But Conan's wife could join us though. See, there we go. We could keep the 3 in it. And just Conan could just be just kind of there.
Well, a new podcast with Miss Jones instead of Conan.
There you go.
All right. Well, my win this week is Thanksgiving's coming up. As I know I was complaining about I'm pretty excited for her to be here tomorrow. One, because I can show her my house and how like good it looks. Conan, the other win of the week is Conan came and watched the game with me for a little bit.
Yeah.
On Sunday. That was fun. Except for that he texted his phone messed up again. So I had no idea he was actually coming until about maybe like 30, 45 minutes he was down the road from me.
I was like, I don't actually know where you live. Can you send me your address? And he's like, what? What are you talking about?
I was like, what you talking about, Willis? But yeah, I think if we have something important, we should just like message Facebook.
Fair enough.
And not through text anymore. Because your phone's so wishy-washy that
It really is. Like here recently, it's gotten bad.
it has gotten really bad. It's gotten a memory like my grandpa's.
It's because it's not an iPhone like ours is.
Yeah, that's exactly why. He can't send iMessage, so now my phone's just like, who's this peasant green text? And it won't take it. I'm sorry.
Send it back.
Send it back.
All right.
You know something else I hate about Thanksgiving though?
What?
I absolutely hate that the stupid Dallas Cowboys play on every Thursday for Thanksgiving. And 90% of my family, Dallas Cowboy fans.
Because it's America's team.
No, it's not America's team. They're not even good.
That's not the point.
Still America's team. America's not even good, but it's America's team.
Ooh, boo. Why can't the Titans play on Thanksgiving? All right.
Well, so it's a tradition because the very first, the very first football season, the Cowboys played the Detroit Lions on the very first game played on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so it's tradition that the Cowboys and the Lions will always play on Thanksgiving.
Legit didn't know that. The more you know.
Something new today.
So it's tradition.
That was an excuse that the Cowboys suck, and I'm tired of hearing about them.
I just blame our coach and the rest.
He's a puppet for the owner.
I mean, you're not going to get any criticisms on that from me because I agree wholeheartedly.
You can see his little string and like the little stupid wooden cross thing all the way down from what's the stupid owner's name?
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
You can see it all the way from Jerry Jones' press box. His dang puppet cords all the way.
He has two settings: clap and smile.
Clap and smile.
He's a robot. He's not even a puppet. He's a robot.
We get a 3 and out clap, no matter what.
Good job, team. Good job.
We call him the clapper.
Why? Because he's herpes.
Yes,
he's got the clap.
He's got the clap.
He's become the clap.
Mazer, I hope next year y'all get a better coach. Or you just start rooting for like a better team.
Well, I'll never stop rooting for Dallas, but I hope
maybe you should. The Browns are doing good again.
after the media beat Baker into submission.
Right.
I was like, hey, here's the conversation with the media. I was like, hey, you can't talk like this being 2-6. All right. Stop throwing picks and you can be wild again. Okay. Now he's making stupid
feeling
commercials.
dangerous.
I woke up feeling dangerous. Boy, if you don't take your medicine, calm down.
Baker had to get back down to earth before he can get back up again.
I guess so, because I like Baker Mayfield because he's so like enthusiastic when he plays, but you can't be enthusiastic about how you play and throw 3 picks a game. Okay,
Makes it hard.
you can't talk like being a badass and play like a wet noodle. Okay, those things don't work together. You got to walk the walk before you talk the talk.
Yeah.
And Baker was a really good college player. And I don't know if he's a good NFL player yet.
He had a really good first season. And I will give Baker one thing. Like, out of all of his personality is fun to watch, and that's why people like him, even if he is a dick sometimes.
Yeah.
But the Browns franchise is just a terrible franchise.
You're
like
right.
it's such a cluster that like it's kind of incredible that Baker's done as well as he has there. Because that their staff and everything it's just such a mess.
Maybe one day everybody will just root for the Tennessee Titans.
Have they ever won a Super Bowl? Legitimate question, not being a jerk.
Yes, back when they were still the Texans.
The Texas Titans?
No, they were the before they moved to Nashville in 98, they were the Houston Texans. And then they were called the Houston Titans. Or Oilers, yeah, that's right. My bad. I don't know why I was saying Texans.
The Texans is the team right now.
Anyways, then they were the Tennessee Oilers for a little bit, but for like a year, I think. And then they became the Titans. They went to the Super Bowl in 1999 against the Rams, Marshall Faulk and the Rams. And I swear to God, Eddie George got into the end zone and we got screwed by the referees. Okay? Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving. Be safe. Eat lots of turkey. Eat lots of ham. Don't eat turkey because turkey's gross. Because white folk don't know how to make it. Thank you guys for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you got a question or a subject you want us to talk about, if you have your own nominations for the Ghosties, send it to us. I don't care. Send it to us to a smoke signal if you got to. I'll figure out how to read it. Okay? It's not racist because I'm Native American. But thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.